To begin our program this evening, please rise, remove your hats, and place your right hand over your heart as our national colors are presented this evening by our very own Honor Unit with Distinction, Allen County Scottsville High School Army JRTC. Presenting the colors are Cadet Corporal Samantha Mayhew, Hope McLean, Kendrick Struthers, Olivia Baird, Cassidy Whitaker, and Jenna Duarte. The national anthem will be sung tonight by our own Allen County Scottsville Choir led by Miss Warner. Please remain standing until the colors left the floor. Please be seated. Welcome, on behalf of the Allen County Scottsville High School and the Allen County School District, to the 49th Annual Graduation Exercises. We are honored and appreciate your continued support for our schools as well as our class of 2024. Please stand when your name is called. To my left, Superintendent Travis Hamby, Chairman of the Board, Brian Seltzer, Vice Chairman, Alan Barman, Board Member Stephanie Ashby, Board Member Belinda Basil, Board Member Billy Turner. To my left, and Shane Brett, Speaker tonight. To my right, Vice Principal Chris Vernon, Vice Principal Retta Roy, Counselor Brad Bonds, Counselor Laura Carter, Counselor Megan Metter, Counselor Misty Rather. You can be seated. After shouldering 13 years, the young men and women in front of you are able to walk out these doors as alumni of Allen County Scottsville High School. At this time, I would like to recognize some important people on behalf of the class of 2024. There are individuals who have helped them reach this point in their journey and life. First, if you are a teacher or staff member of Allen County Scottsville School District, please stand and remain standing. And mostly, if you are a parent, grandparent, or guardian of a senior, please stand and remain standing. Thank each and every one of you that have done your part in to guide, nurture, and help these young women before you. Family, friends, gathering this evening, I know you're proud and excited as each of you are respective guardians of these graduates. What that might mind when your students are receiving their diplomas, please remember to hold your applause until all graduates have been recognized. Yelling or screaming or noisemakers could result in a family missing the recognition of their graduate. With that, we warmly welcome you with all here tonight. This evening, we come together, family, friends, educators, and community members, to share in the excitement and the pride to admire the group of young men and women. Thank you for being here as we celebrate the class of 2024 transition from students to alumni of Allen County Scottsville High School. Next, we're going to recognize honor graduates and military enlistees. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'd like to recognize and honor the graduate seniors who have made a noble decision to enlist in the armed forces. Your commitment to serve our country is deeply appreciated and respected. As I announce the branch of military, please stand so that we can acknowledge your dedication and courage. Seniors who have enlisted in the Army, please stand. Seniors that have enlisted in the Navy, please stand. Seniors that have enlisted in the Air Force, please stand. Seniors enlisted in the Marine Corps, please stand. Seniors enlisted in the Kentucky National Guard, please stand. One more time, let us give these brave individuals a round of applause for their forthcoming service to our nation. You can be seated. We will continue to recognize this evening with acknowledgement of the top 25 students of the senior class. These students are those who have achieved the highest calculated GPA of their peers. You can recognize them this evening by the gold tassel they are wearing atop their caps. If you are one of the 25 top students, please stand to be recognized at this time. You may be seated. It is my honor and privilege of the top 25 seniors for the 2024 class Salutatorian is recognized by holding the second highest calculated GPA of the senior class. This year's Salutatorian is Connor Green.
When I was told that I won Salutatorian for the class of 2024, I was honestly incredibly stoked. It made me think back to when I used to sit with Emma Vick in 6th grade, and we'd plan out for our speeches, what our speeches would be about and if we'd ever won these titles. After years of struggle and hard work, Emma, I did it. Now, that list would have been incredibly useful for writing the speech, especially since I did all of this last minute like everything else this year, but that's besides the point. I rarely give speeches, let alone in front of this many people, so bear with me as we take a trip down memory lane for a second. Freshman year, when COVID-19 was at its peak, was an interesting time for everyone. A fun time full of no security for what the future may bring, and a lot of 6 feet everyone, or you could die. The AB schedule, the small classes, rarely seeing your friends, and not knowing what half a person's face looked like, really shook up this year for all of us. Despite that, we all survived it, and we grew from it. But one thing that will always stick with me from this school year was in Mr. Jeremy Burns' freshman biology class. I had recently begun my descent into metal music and chose to wear a shirt from one of my favorite bands, Avatar. They're really great, you should look them up. Byrne inquired about my shirt as he normally would do, then continued to look up the band on Spotify and go through their entire discography. He continues to play the song Smells Like a Freak Show. Continued to look me in the eyes with a slight chuckle and say, there you go, smells like a freak show in biology class. Me, being a super socially awkward little freshman, got super embarrassed by this, but looking back, it's kind of hilarious. It's honestly one of the highlights from that year, something I don't think I'll ever forget about when I hear the song come on. Pretty much ever since that day, I have worked a lot to form good relationships with my teachers and peers, maybe as a way to avoid further embarrassment or to maybe just grow. But the APs and the dual credits that I took were way more than just a class for nerds. They brought me infinitely closer with my friends and taught me that our teachers here aren't just robots that go charge in those mysterious blue cabinets in their rooms. Whether it was hiding out in Burns' room to avoid something important that wasn't that important, going on trips with brother Adam Crabtree for academic team, or raiding his candy bucket. I really got to be on TV this year. It was really cool. Or going to KYA and Kuna with the Stampses, or hanging out in Miss Stamp's room after class instead of going to calculus because I had a barrage of questions to ask. Or having Miss Lambert literally knight me into the Order of Science under the crest of Lambert with a ceremonial pipette. Or even finding out every bit of information about Miss Cornwall that we could in our chemistry class. We truly have some incredible teachers here that have made an insane impact on my educational and personal development, both inside and outside of the classroom. Of course, there are many more that have made this journey more enjoyable, and the same can be said for all of my friends. Words and memories cannot be summed up to even begin to express my gratitude that I have for the people that made this possible for me. My friends who kept me going even when I didn't want to be here, the teachers that made learning more than just a slideshow, my dad and sisters who were always supporting me on whatever I did, my work family who made stocking the shelves more than just a job, and to everyone in between that made my life significantly better. But looking back on our time here, I think we can all agree that this ceremony is about as bittersweet as it gets. I, for one, am incredibly excited for the future, but words cannot express how much I'm going to miss the people around me. Even if a lot of us are going to be in the same state or even at the same college, we're all about to begin our lives. We're about to take that first big step into adulthood where it's about sink or swim. And you all, the class of 2024, you all are going to swim. We've heard it our entire lives. We're the best group that has ever blessed these halls, and now it's time for us to go out and bless the world. We have this. We all have the ability to make an immense impact on this world. Whether it's here or somewhere far away, I know each and every one of you has that ability. It's time for change, and we can't let fear stop us from succeeding. Whether it's something as simple as going and getting all of your hair cut off 2 days before graduation, or something as foreign as going off to start your future. Don't let fear stop you from succeeding. Class of 2024, we did it, you guys. We survived so many crises, it's not even funny at this point. And there'll be more. But we are one tenacious group, and if we can survive the last 4 years, we can make it through anything. And to end it off, I'd like to state a quote from Dipper Pines from Gravity Falls. Stay curious, stay weird, stay kind, and don't let anyone ever tell you you aren't smart or brave or worthy enough. Have an amazing night. Thank you, everyone, for everything that you do. I'm kind of going to miss this place.
Right?
And now is the time to announce the valedictorian for the class of 2024. Is recognized for holding the highest GPA calculated for the entire senior class. This year's valedictorian is Mia Coleman.
I'd like to start by thanking everyone who brought us to this moment. All of the families, friends, and teachers who helped us. And more specifically, thank you to my siblings for all of the competition, and to my parents for pushing me to do my best even when I thought I was already doing it. Most of us on this floor have spent 13 very short years together, 36 weeks a year, 5 days a week, and 7 hours a day. I'm not sure about you, but 16,380 hours wasn't nearly long enough for me. Today, as we are about to become official graduates of Allen County Scottsville High School, we should be proud of our own perseverance. Without strong minds and a willingness to show up every day, we wouldn't be in this room filled with the people who love us as we grow closer to reaching a long sought-after milestone. While we're here, let's take a moment to appreciate the little things. This year, we have been especially grateful for understanding and kind teachers. Senioritis hit us a lot harder than I think anyone expected. Not every day that we were at school was our best day by any means, but our teachers never gave up on us, something that I believe I took for granted until the very end. Interesting. We're missing a sheet.
Just wing it.
Okay. I'm gonna wing it now. Nope, that's not it, so that's okay. Freshman year, we were very grateful for friends who we met in classes where we had nobody, where we walked in and picked the friendliest looking face and sat next to them. These friends are still with us and are ready to start this next journey with a "I'll see you again soon." In 7th grade, we were grateful for a new place to go. Just like in 4th grade, where we were grateful for a new playground and for Band-Aids to put on our knees when we fell down and scraped them, as well as for people to pat us on the back and tell us to get back out there. In 2nd grade, if you were anything like me, you were grateful for a friend who had a plastics, yeah, that would be cool. It's okay. I'm not sure where I'm at anymore. If you're all like me, in 2nd grade, we were grateful to our best friend with the plastic Cinderella four-wheeler to drive around while we dreamed of growing up and driving our own real big kid cars. And in 1st grade, we were grateful for our grandparents who showed up to all of our holiday parties with cookies and a warm hug when our parents couldn't get off of work. But mostly, I am grateful to my parents for sending me to kindergarten in 2011 so that I could be a part of this incredible class of 2024. Whether we like it or not, now is our time to reminisce on all that we are appreciative of. Because soon, it will be our turn to create memories for and guide the younger generations towards success. Let's make sure that as we move forward from this moment, all that we put out into the world is good, the same way we have received it. That we are our best, kindest, and most humble selves. I'm confident that every person in this room is capable of amazing things, and I hope that we all leave this gym with intent to recreate this magic we experienced growing up in Allen County. Thank you.
At this time, if you would turn your attention to the back as Allen County Scottsville Band performs under the direction of Mr. Tyler Cook.
It is my privilege to present the students who have met the requirements for graduation as set forth by the Kentucky Department of Education and the Allen County Board of Education. Mr. Shane Humphrey, Principal of Allen County Scottsville High School, and Mr. Travis Hamby, Superintendent of Allen County Schools, will present them with their diplomas. Row 1, please stand. Lucy Rebecca Seltzer. Alexis Faith Anderson. Caden Paul Anderson. Carson Elise Ashby. Atlee Jordan Atwood. Clara Elizabeth Berry. Emma Marie Bewley. Bryce A. Bioni. Jillian Abby Blankenship. Haley Grace Bray. Marcus Tyrone Bridges. Christina Dawn Britt. Shayna Marie Britt. Landon Anthony Bromwell. Daniel Lowell Brown. Trenton Evan Brown. Hagan Ellen Burnley. Alyssa Dawn Bustamante. Wesley Scott Butler. Bryce Allen Calvert. Hayden Cole Calvert. Row 1, please sit. Row 2, please stand. Blake Anthony Carmack. Brooklyn Lee Carter. Jasmine Deanne Carter. Jack Marshall Seltzer. Ashton Chase Chastain. Savannah Grace Christie. Lara Beth Clark. Kendall Michelle Clay. Mia Kate Coleman. Jackson Levi Coons. Levi Matthew Cooper. Malia Ellen Copus. Allie Brooke Costello. Shelby Joe Costello. Bryson Caleb Creek. Robert Wayne Creek. Matea Scout Cromer. Michaela Pauline Dalton. Row 2, please sit. Row 3, please stand. Allison Grace Davis. Sarah Elizabeth Davis. Caden Isaiah Dixon. Andres Esteban Domingo. Tanner Blaine Doris. Lillian Grace Dowell. Mary Fiona Drake. Dylan Marvin Dubert. Dalton William Farmer. Aubrey Joshua Fernandez. Richard Ward Fisher. Sarah Peyton Fletcher. Diana Marlene Flores. Morgan Grace Foley. Samuel Tucker Ford. Wesley Frills. Haley Grace Gaddis. Kenneth Edward Galloway. Matthew Rafael Garcia Hernandez. Row 3, please sit. Row 4, please stand.
Kaya Ray Garland. Shaylin Ray Garland. Isaac Riley Garrett. Desiree Cheyenne Glass. Christian Javier Gonzalez Garcia. Logan Oakley Graves. Connor Blake Green. Anna Mayi Gross. Ileana Kate Sal Gross. Carter William Michael Grunett. Lexi Rihanna Harrison. Rachel Brooke Hatcher. Eliza Hawkins. Emily Renee Hawks. Teddy Milton Henderson Jr. Bailey McKenna Hopkins. Thomas Lane Hopper. Cheyenne Lee Horn. Row 4, please sit, and row 5, please stand. Shelby Carol Ann Hughes. Charles Robert Jeffries. A.C. Tanea Johnson. Haley Michelle Jones. Lauren Reed Jones. Rennick Allen Jones. Kaylin Kennedy Keene. Jordan Alexander Kelly. Ava Marie Kinslow. Charles Ashley Reed Krulick. Alexander Ashton Ladd. Robert Owen Leffler. Ruby May Lim. Fernando Lopez Jimenez. Seth Daniel Luderman. Kelly Jo Mannion. Corbin Greathouse Martin. James Allen McGuire. Virginia May McMurtry. Row 5, please sit, and row 6, please stand. Chandler Scott Miller. Jalik Montez Mitchell. Blaine Avery Moore. Charity Alexandra Moore. Jaden Lee Mosby. Ethan Alexander Neighbors. Dominic Wayne Napier. Connor Thomas O'Laughlin. Blaine Lee Osmondson. Karsten Rain Payne. Haley J. Payne. James Thomas Pearson. Dustin Trace Pennick. Kyle Scott Purdue. Alexander Michael Pitts. Samantha Renee Poole. Samantha Lynn Potter. Natalie Puntos Guevara. Patrick Reed Qualls. Jeremy Michael Renner. Row 6, please sit, and row 7, please stand.
Elliot Arnez Ramos. Caitlin Brooke Rather. Brianna Nicole Retzloff. Alani Mateus Rios. Natasha Isabel Rios. Claire Elise Robinson. Caitlin Grace Rao. Skylar Blake Russell. Ryan Peter Savage. Caden Bryant Shipley. Randy Dwayne Blake Shipley. Anne-Marie Lynn Shirley. Jordan Dakota Shockley. Bradley Michael Schrum. Kinley Faith Schultz. Isabel Marie Sizemore. Donovan James Sloan. Amber Lynn Smith. James Sawyer Lee Smith. Row 8, please stand. Row 7, you may sit. Jordan Ray Snodgrass. Mackenzie Lynn Spears. Brooklyn Ann Speck. James Tyler Stanger. Emma Jolie Starks. Jaylee Lane Steenbergen. Jordan Wayne Steenbergen. Daniel Finn Stevens. Keegan Grace Stevens. Parker Ashton Stotts. Libby Murray Stratton. Lucas Paul Sweeney. Carrie Ann Taylor. Ethan Tyler Teeters. Taylor Nicole Temple. Parker Eli Thompson. Danielle Nicole Tiller. Blaine Adair Tracy. Johnny Peyton Trent. Dustin Matthew Turner. Row 8, please sit. Row 9, please stand. Madeline Elizabeth Tuttle. Maddie Elizabeth Tuttle. Emma Anne Marie Vick. Emerson Waddell. Jacob Chandler Waters. Kenley Nicole Welch. Shaylee Rianne Welch. Bryson David Wells. Madison Atlantis West. Ireland Day Whitney. Cayman Reese Wilkins. Jaden Brooke Williams. Jake Ryan Williams. Riley Jordan Williford. Jordan Renee Wolf. Blade Landrum Workman. Anthony Cole Wright. Nathaniel Damian Wright. Sarah Beth Wright. Tristan Matthew Wright.
Last row, you can be seated. At this time, I will ask Mr. Britt to come to the podium and present a message from the heart to the class of 2024 senior class.
Thank you, Mr. Humphrey. Good evening. Congratulations to the class of 2024. As I begin, I'm reminded of something on the back of your program that says, "On our city's western border, reared against the sky, proudly stands our alma mater. As the years go by, forward ever be our watchword, conquer and prevail. Hail to thee, our alma mater, Allen County, Scottsville, all hail." I want you to keep that phrase forward in your mind as I share with you just for a few moments of time, and I promise that I will keep my remarks brief. I believe the principal said somewhere under 2 hours. It'll be much more brief than that. In addition to serving as a pastor of New Life Church and chaplain for the Allen County Sheriff's Department and chaplain for the Kentucky Army National Guard's 198th Military Police Battalion, more importantly, I'm Shayna's dad, and it is my distinct honor to speak to you tonight for just a few moments. And I hope that I say something that you can put in your pocket, take with you, and maybe use it to sharpen your saw. I'm relegated to this podium tonight, which is difficult for me because I usually like to move just a little bit when I speak, but I'm going to put my hands, grip them tightly against this podium so that you can hear the words that I speak. I'm reminded of a fledgling nation some 3,500 years ago. Individually, they were just a ragtag group of former slaves as they found themselves on the eastern side of the Red Sea, learning how to live, learn, build community, develop their identity, and even fight off those who sought to destroy them. I hope that your experience here has not consisted of fighting, but I trust the others are true. To live, to learn, to build community, and to develop and sharpen who you are as an individual, and perhaps how you fit into the larger community. Maybe you have not figured all that out yet. I mean, it took them some 40 years to get it right, and I could question if they ever really did get it right. But you've only been at it for some 13 years, maybe 14, maybe one more, around this mountain called the Allen County Public School District. So I understand if you still have more questions than answers. But one thing is relevant to you as it was to them. There came a time when they had been camped out at the same mountain long enough. It was time to break camp and advance. Sometimes we look back on them and think, what a colossal waste of time. It took them 40 years to make a few weeks' journey. Yet when they left Egypt, they were slaves. They really didn't have any other identity than that. They weren't allowed to think for themselves, make their own decisions, figure out what they liked or disliked, explore what they were good at, and figure out what they weren't. So they spent that time going around the mountain, learning and building and tearing down and building again and then learning some more. Some successes and some failures, but in the end, figuring out how to build a life, a family, a community, a civilization, and even a nation. The diploma you are receiving tonight pretty much says the same thing. 13 years around this mountain, but tonight is the night. It's time to pull up the tent stakes, break camp, and advance. For them, as for you, the only right direction is forward. Abraham Maslow said, in any given moment, we have two options: to step forward into growth or step back into safety. I encourage you tonight to step forward, not back, with tent stakes in hand and with eyes fixed on a better future. John F. Kennedy said, change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past and present are certain to miss the future. So don't miss your future by not breaking camp, by not pulling up the tent stakes, by not advancing in the direction that God is leading you. For them, they had to move forward in order to receive the promise. They had to move forward in order to build a life, a better life for themselves and their children. They had to move forward because not to would mean not growing, not learning, and simply going around in circles. Now, there are just a few things I want to leave with you, though, and you may not believe me, but that's okay. A well-lived life, a life that moves forward, a life that doesn't just camp out around the same mountain. It's not the accumulation of stuff, power, wealth, or prestige, and it's sure not followers, clicks, or likes. It's not the car you drive, the house you live in, or the career path you take. You see, probably what took that nation so long to reach their destination was that their character did not initially rise to their promised potential. Your character is what will keep the ship afloat even in the storm. The lack of character will likewise sink that same ship, even when sailing smooth waters. What I mean is that your gifts and your talents can often get you the job, the scholarship, or the internship, but it's your character that will enable you to keep it. Billy Graham said, "When wealth is lost, nothing is lost. When health is lost, something is lost. But when character is lost, all is lost." In the United States Army, there are 7 values. I noticed that there are several men and women in this audience tonight that have decided to join the armed services. There are 7 values that we are instructed to live by. I will mention all 7, but only just elaborate on just a few. They are loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. Respect. It's pretty simple, right? Treat people as they should be treated. Treat people with dignity and respect, regardless of class, title, or rank. Selfless service. In the military, that means placing the interests of the nations above your own. However, each of us should live with the idea of service. The happiest people I know are those who serve others. And integrity. Just simply do what's right, legally and morally. And personal courage. It took courage for that fledgling nation to pack up, take the next step toward the promise. And it will also take personal courage for you to take the next step in your life's journey. I believe Mr. Crabtree made reference to this passage during class night. Joshua states, "This is my command. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go." You can build your personal courage by daily standing up for and acting upon the things that you know are honorable. And finally, whether you become a teacher, a cop, a pipe fitter, a plumber, a soldier, a farmer, a factory worker, or an elected official, a preacher, character is essential. My character has been formulated by my faith, my relationship with Christ, the Scriptures, and a whole lot of camping out around that same mountain, going around in circles until I got it right. So as you head out from this mountain, tent stakes in hand, headed towards your future, make sure your character guides your journey. There will be good days and bad, for life is never a straight line. The days ahead can be some of the best if you trust in God's plan. This is still springtime for you when everything is new. Trust me, it won't always be spring. I was just here in this room walking this same line as a graduating senior just a few weeks ago. I mean, a little bit over 30 years ago, but it seems like just a few weeks ago. But today, as your last time around the mountain comes to an end, and the fire has been put out at this campsite, your time to build a future is now. Your time to live out everything that you've learned circling this mountain is now. And your time to live like a patriot is now. And remember the words of the poet Robert Browning. The years at the spring and the days at the morn. Mornings at 7, the hillsides dew pearled. The larks on the wing, the sails on the thorn. God's in His heaven, all's right with the world. To the class of 2024, your year is at the spring. God's in His heaven, and all is right with the world. Go now toward the promise and do your best to leave your world just a little bit better than you found it. Now may the Lord bless you and keep you. Make His face to shine down upon you. Lift His countenance upon you and give you His peace. Amen. And go Patriots.
Thank you, Mr. Britt. Class, stay with me. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, proud parents, and of course, the expecting graduates of class of 2024. As I stand before you today, I'm filled with immense pride and gratitude. It has been an honor and a joy to serve you as your principal for the last 2 years. Together, we have navigated through uncharted water, faced unpredicted challenges, and emerged stronger and more resilient than ever before. When I reflect on our journey, I'm struck by the sheer determination and unwavering spirit displayed by each and every one of you. From the moment you stepped foot into our school on the first day that I met you guys, you were met with a world of flux, a pandemic, numerous leadership changes, and a multitude of school transitions. Yet through all that, you rose and met every challenge that was put forth to you with grace, courage, and determination. In the face of adversity, you hadn't just adapted, you have thrived. You've embraced remote learning, controversial classrooms, demonstrated an unparalleled commitment to your education. Despite the uncertainty that surrounded you, you remained steadfast in your pursuit of knowledge, excellence, and personal growth. But perhaps most impressively, you did not allow external circumstances to define who you were. Instead, you took control of your own destiny, forged ahead with a sense of purpose and resolve that inspired us all. You refused to be limited by constraints of the world around you. Instead, you chose to seize every opportunity to make the most of every moment. As your principal, I've had the privilege of witnessing firsthand the remarkable resilience, creative ability, compassion, and drive that defines each and every one of you. You have not only succeeded our expectations academically, but you have also demonstrated a true essential character and integrity. You have shown kindness to the face of adversity, empathy in the times of need, and leadership when it most matters. As you know, I stand for you in the presence of the chapters of your new life. I do not doubt that you will continue to soar to ever higher heights. Aimed with invincible lessons that you have learned during your time with us, I am confident you will go forth and conquer the world with the same tenacity and determination that you have displayed throughout your time here at Allen County Scottsville High School. So as I bid farewell to the class of 2004, I want to express my deepest gratitude for allowing me the privilege of being your principal. It has been extremely a journey, one that I cherish forever, and this class will always have a special place in my heart. As we embark on this next phase of our life, remember this: no matter where your journey takes you, you know that we care for you, and your spirit will always be in the halls of Allen County Scottsville High School. Congratulations, and you will forever be the bright spot in the world today. I love you guys. So as right now, we will have our traditional closing. Where's play? It's not playing.
Tossing up them caps, don't it seem like the good times
Seniors, if you would please return to your seats. Class of 2024, if you would move your tassel to the right, from the right to the left, and turn your stoles around to say graduate, and please stand. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2024, having met all the requirements set forth by the State of Kentucky Department of Education and the Allen County Board of Education, it is my distinct pleasure to pronounce you graduates of Allen County Scottsville High School. For one last time, you are dismissed.
Good job. I saw some of them saying they were fine till you started crying.
No problem.
Hey, you'll never have another Evan Brown, I'll tell you that.
That is true. I won't, big guy. I won't.
I'm going to miss you guys.
Oh. I forgot.
Oh,
There you go.
I'm going to